I was really, really sick. Oh my God. Because we usually do
Yeah.
this Friday and here on Sunday. So I was feeling better. I watched this yesterday. I'm like, okay, Children of the Corn. It made me feel worse.
Lights, camera, and action. Welcome to the I Remember Liking That Movie podcast. Remember those childhood movies you loved? We're going to watch them again and find out if they're still as amazing as you remember. Let's get ready to join Anna and Jimmy as they go back and watch those movies you remember being oh so awesomely good. Horror movies that scared. Comedy movies that dared.
Damn!
And action movies so preposterously ludicrous that they defied the laws of common sense. Now, here's your hosts, Anna Santos and Jimmy Coates.
All right. Welcome to the I Remember Liking That Movie podcast. Today is a perfect day because this is the last podcast before we go into our driving.
Mm-hmm.
For 5 weeks, we're going to do 5 double features in our Ode to the Drive-In. And I could not think of a more perfect movie than Children of the Corn because it itself is a B drive-in movie, I believe.
Yes.
I have not seen this movie in a very long time.
I probably have not seen it since the early 90s.
This was a Betamax movie for me. When I went and stayed in the city with my grandparents and my aunt and uncles were around, they lived in the same area. He had a Betamax where he recorded tons of movies. And this was one. And this movie freaked me out.
Oh, this movie terrified me.
And I can only imagine now being a parent and older.
It's funny because it's not even like it's still terrifying. Like I'm feeling nauseous right now just thinking about this movie.
Yeah, I remember because I've seen it at least 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
I remember quite a bit about it, but yeah, I remember it being very unsettling.
Very, very unsettling. Like it is a very uncomfortable, like you're on edge. Yeah. I remember being on edge every time I watched it, which is probably why I stopped watching it. But I remember liking it, but it made me really, really uncomfortable. And even right now, like I'm having a visceral reaction to the memory of this movie where I'm feeling not vomity, but just a little, like my stomach is a little unsettled. Like I'm starting to get that little knot in my stomach. And I'm like, holy shit. Like I haven't watched this movie in almost 30 years.
Yeah.
God, that's gross to think about. But it's been about 30 years since I've seen this movie. And I'm still so uncomfortable about it. Like this, it's all very uncomfortable.
And I did read the Stephen King story, long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
I believe this was fairly close to the source material. Did you know that they made 10 sequels to this movie?
What?
There are 11 Children of the Corn movies.
No.
Yeah. Eva Mendes is in one of them. Naomi Watts that's in one of them? Yeah, it's not all of them are good.
Well, no shit.
Where is it here? Like Children of the Corn. Actually, I remember Children of the Corn 3. I remember liking that a lot. Children of Corn 2. There's Children of Corn 4, The Gathering. Children of Corn 2, The Final Sacrifice. Children of Corn 666, Isaac's Return. Children of the Corn 5, Fields of Terror. Children of the Corn, Revelations. Children of the Corn, just Children of the Corn 2009. Children of the Corn, Genesis. Children of the Corn, Runaway. And Children of the Corn, just Children of the Corn 2023. The 2011, 2018, and 2023 are considered low tier. Now, I've seen some of those other ones, and if those ones they're calling those low tier, holy shit. Because I think 2 and 3 were okay, not bad. After that, they kind of got crappy.
I think I've seen 2. I'm almost 100% sure I've seen. I'd have to rewatch it again to see if I actually remember it because I barely remember it. 3, I don't remember at all, but I have a feeling I've seen it.
That's the one that
Because
takes place in the city, and the plant, the corn stalks come and start rising up through the build, like something like that, and then the evil thing starts taking all the kids and people away. And
I think I remember that.
Yeah, I remember going, that's not bad for, like, I'm pretty sure it's straight to video.
But after that, I just assumed
I don't remember
there were no others.
Yeah.
Now you're telling me that there were, 10 sequels?
Yeah, there's 11 of them.
That's fucked up.
That's more than Texas Chainsaw.
That's too many, my friend. That is too many.
And you haven't heard of 8 of them.
Yeah.
So that's
I'm like, I remember 2 and 3. Pretty sure I watched both of them like once.
I think I saw the cover for 666, Isaac Returns, probably at the movie store or something like that.
Jesus.
I don't know what I would assume number that was, but yeah, I didn't know there was 10, like a whole 11 of them.
That is so nuts.
Yeah. And like they said, there are 3 of them, 2011, 2018, and 2023 ones are considered really bad.
Christ.
So, yeah. Okay. What do we think the budget on this movie was? Well, let's go like first, Children of the Corn. It was directed by Fritz Kirsch. Kirsch.
Yep.
Kirsch.
It's Kirsch.
Kirsch.
I would say Kirsch.
Oh, he did Into the Sun. I love that movie. Tough Turf. Surveillance. What else has he done? Children of the Corn was his first movie. Tough Turf, Winner Takes All, Gore. I remember that movie. Under the Boardwalk, Swamp Thing, the TV series from 1990. Into the Sun. Not a whole lot of.
Yeah.
But it does star two. These two were Peter Horton and Linda Hamilton were pretty big at the time.
They were. They definitely were.
Same year that Terminator came out for Linda Hamilton. So big year for her. I don't think this movie made as much money as Terminator.
No?
No, I don't think so.
No? You don't believe it?
And the kids were creepy. That redheaded kid, the guy who plays Isaac, John Franklin. Yes. Oh my God. Could you pick a creepier looking kid? Like, he was great.
All the kids were really fucking creepy in this movie. Like, there was not one of them where you were like, I want to save you. You're like, burn them all. Burn it all.
And the guy who played the redhead or whatever, he was in The Burbs. He was part of the Weird Family. Can't Buy Me Love, Back to the Future. He's been in tons of stuff. Usually a co-star, a smaller player, but yeah, he's been in a ton of stuff. Budget.
I don't think it was that big.
No.
I give it $2 million.
Yeah, that sounds right. Let's see. $3 million.
Oh, pretty close.
Yeah. How is this $3 million and Nightmare on Elm Street cost 1.1?
Nightmare on Elm Street didn't have anybody who had any kind of recognition.
No, that's true. All right. Let us see. Oops. I don't think, well, it must have made some money because they made 10 fucking sequels.
I think it made money.
It had to have made money. Yeah, no one looks at a movie.
I think it was like a steady run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where they just were making money steadily, but it wasn't like crazy amounts. It was never like number one at the box office for 12 weeks.
No. Yeah, because, producers don't go, look at this piece of shit. This movie lost the studio millions. We should do a sequel. All right, so let's share this. And we'll go Children of the Corn. Yeah, look at them all there. 14.5 million.
That is a very good return.
That's not bad.
Because they wouldn't have marketed this that much.
No, just the name.
Yeah.
He's had a couple, because he would have had The Shining out. He would have had Christine. He would have had Carrie. Oh, look, a Stephen King movie. Let's go watch that one. Yeah, so 14, that's not bad. It's rated R. It's a horror thriller. Came out in March. It opened just over 2 million. That would have made it. Oh, it opened at number 4.
Okay.
It opened the same week as Splash, which is much better. Footloose was number 2 in its 4th week. Against All Odds was number 3 in its 2nd week. Then Children of the Corn. Blame It on Rio, 4th week. Terms of Endearment was in its 16th week. Holy shit.
Jesus. And still number 6?
Yeah. Unfaithfully Yours. I don't know that within its 5th week. That looks like the little British dude, Dudley Moore.
Yeah, it does.
Doesn't ring a bell.
No.
Lassiter was in its 4th week. Weekend Pass. Harry and Son. Yeah. No, I don't know a lot of these movies.
Yeah. Oh, Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, Return of the Jedi was on its 42nd week. It was number 14. Holy
so
shit.
pulling in like 70,000.
Yeah, 70,000 to its $252 million in 1984. So Jesus Christ. And this is Spinal Tap rounded at the bottom.
In its 2nd week, making
but it was only
$50K.
It was only in 4 theaters. Oh, and Children of the Corn was only in 350 theaters.
Which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Like when you look over here, like Footloose made 39, 34 Against All Odds. It was making over 5,000 per theater.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
That's
and
definitely
horror movies always have, like, you don't make a ton of money, but you make some money. Yeah.
You can definitely,
as long as it's an okay
a little
movie.
bit.
Yeah.
There's a very good chance of making a profit on a horror movie if you do it right. Some people don't know that.
Yeah, no. I've watched many of those.
Yes.
Let's take a look at the posters. Creepy fucking thing. I didn't realize. Look at those little eyes in the background.
Oh, God.
I didn't realize that until I looked at maybe I realized it when I was a kid, but I did.
And they're all holding pitchforks and scythes.
Yeah.
The little eyes in the cornfield.
I'm like, that's disturbing. I don't want to go in that cornfield. Oh, I've watched this movie, and we went on a big family trip to this big farm.
Yeah.
One of the family members or something, and there were cornfields. They're like, let's go running through the cornfield. I'm like, let's fucking not.
You're like, I know what's in those cornfields.
And there's your marketing up there from the author of Carrie, The Shining, The Dead Zone, and Christine. All were made movies before this one. An Adult Nightmare. Yeah. It's a great poster.
It's even a fantastic poster.
Better now that I noticed that there's little fucking kids' eyes.
See, I'd frame that shit. I'd 100% frame it, because then it says like Stephen King's Children of the Corn, and a child shall lead them. Because if that's not fucking creepy.
Yeah, everything about it.
Everything's creepy.
All right, let's look at the taglines. And make my kids watch this one.
Maybe not this.
Actually, maybe not. Yeah, that give her some ideas.
Yeah, you're gonna wake up in the middle of the night. She's gonna be standing over you.
Yeah, or just staring at me as we're eating our cereal. I'll be like, I'm gonna, Mom. All right, so here are the taglines. There's 3 of them. An adult nightmare.
Yep.
And a child shall lead them.
And I don't know how tagliney that is, but yeah.
In their world, adults are not allowed to live.
Ooh.
That's creepy too.
Yeah.
Everything about this is fucking creepy as shit.
I mean, that's good. Terrifying, but good.
Yeah. All right. How do we think the reviews are going to be? I have a feeling they weren't probably great.
I don't think they're great. I don't think they're great. Like, not for nothing. God bless. But I just don't think I don't think people appreciated the creepy as much.
Actually, quick side note, because that was Mark Hamill. He's in one of the new Stephen King movies. Have you seen a preview for The Long Walk?
No.
Oh my God, does that look fucking good? It's a story. It's a dystopian future. It's a Stephen King short. It's one of that was in his book with a bunch of stories, and it's every year you sign up, and if you win, you get whatever you want.
Yeah,
money, food, whatever. I guess things aren't going real well in the future. And you walk and you walk. There is no finish line. You go until one person stops, and if you stop or you slow down, they shoot you. They kill you.
Jesus.
And it's all these young kids that signed up for it, and they're and Mark Hamill plays one of the army guys, but the trailer is amazing. It looks fantastic. With that said, we're not watching that movie. We're watching this movie.
Yes, we are.
Oh. 33 reviews comes in at 36%.
Wow.
And even the audience scores, popcorn meter comes in at 50,000 plus, 40%. Huh.
Jesus.
This was an Anna pick, so she can try to find some good reviews.
I'm ready. I'm ready to try.
I will not have any problem finding mine. So you may start.
You're stalked. So Patrick Kavanaugh of The Wolfman Cometh says, descends into some hokey territory that feels quite a ways off from the original story. But the earlier chunks of the narrative manage to honor the source material and its commentaries on organized religion. Original score, 3 out of 5.
Julian Singleton from Synapse, a love it or leave it slice of 80s horror with kernels of camp and creepy suspense in equal measure. That sounds like a good review.
Yeah.
There's no score, but it just says rotten.
Jeez. Stephanie Archer from Film Inquiry, with today's growing political environment and in its current form, the original is a terrifying depiction of real life, a timeless film that continually retains its relevance. No score.
David Keyes from cinephile.org. This is not a story that was ever destined to work on film. 1 out of 4.
Well, Keith Garlington from Keith in the Movies disagrees with that. Despite very much being a movie of its time, there is something about director Fritz Kirsch's folk horror feature from 1984 that I still find enjoyable. Original score, 2.5 out of 5.
Yeah, folk horror freaks me out. I don't know why. Just does. Like, well, you guys look nice. You're not...
There's folklore everywhere.
Yeah.
It's in every corner. So that means the horror can be in every corner.
This is Paul Chambers from Movie Chambers. The acting and special effects are particularly painful to watch. D.
Wow. Jason Morgan from filmcritic.com says, its dated look reminds us that horror movies were once made with only a camera and buckets of Caro syrup. Not marketable teen models and computer-generated effects. Original score, 3.5 out of 5.
Peter Canavas from Groucho Reviews. It's a look, it has to be said, corny B horror flick with a certain je ne sais what the fuck about it. 1.5 out of 4.
That sounds like a good review.
Yeah.
Charles Cassidy from Common Sense Media says, classic Stephen King horror, hardly popping. Original score, 3 out of 5.
Stefan Berger Steffens from SBS says, Children of the Corn is memorable, but more as an idea, a feeling, rather than an actual film. It's one of the scary films you saw as a kid, and when you rewatch it, you wonder when the scene that scared you so much will pop up, but it never does. It's 2 out of 5.
Interesting. Gregory Winecoff from New Times says, if you need a laugh, come to Malachi. Original score, 3 out of 5.
James Sanford from Kalamazoo Gazette. Plenty of corn for sure, but no chills. 0 out of 5. Damn.
And this will be the last one I do. Scott Weinberg from efilmcritic.com says, not a whole lot happens, but horror fans will appreciate the atmosphere. Original score, 3 out of 5. I think that's probably the closest to like how I feel about it.
Yeah. The whole tone and
yeah.
Well, Children of the Corn on IMDb with over 60,000 comes in at a 5.6.
That's not bad.
No, for a horror movie, we've seen a lot worse.
God, yeah.
All right. You can start with 10. And I will look for.
All right, let's start with 10. Ooh, slow, but still has some good cheap scares. LT 10 out of 10.
Yeah, there's a lot of here. 9 are the talk about it. The atmosphere, it's very atmospheric. But this one is from Big Benji 48. Sarah Connor versus Satan. 9 out of 10.
Alien with Children. Marcel Roux, 8 out of 10. Or Mark LaRue, my bad.
A whole new film once you've grown up. Bowman Blue, 7 out of 10.
A chilling horror ruined by cheap ending. Tall Man, 2555, 6 out of 10.
All right, let me see. Children of the Corn, shucks. This horror movie is too corny. Iron House 4, 5 out of 10. Shucks.
Oh my
Nice.
God. Far from being a good movie, but I thought it would be much worse. Philippe Manuel Netu, 4 out of 10.
Children of the Corny. T Speed Racer, 3 out of 10.
Stephen King's Children of the Yawn. Fidelio 74, 2 out of 10.
Hate or love it, The Underdog. I hate it. Timberlake fan number 1, 1 out of 10.
Yo, if you're proclaiming to be a Timberlake fan, nobody takes you seriously. FYI.
All right. We have gone over everything. Let me just bring up the trailer and then we will watch it and kind of guess what we're going to think.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a good one. Oh, I just brought up the thing. I have Mortal Kombat 2 is coming out.
Oh, really?
With what's his name? Who plays the butcher on the Amazon superhero show? He also played Bones in the new Star Trek movies.
Carl Urban?
Yes, he plays Johnny Cage, a giant douchebag.
Really?
And the movie looks over the top fantastic. Like way over the top ridiculousness. It looks great.
You know, it's been a little while since I've seen Mortal Kombat.
Well, I love the ones from the 90s because obviously I'm an idiot.
I mean...
Well, I remember loving the first one, and I played the games as a kid, and then the new one came out, and I'm like, oh, that's not bad. And now the second one's coming out. I'm like, oh my God, that looks awesome. Children of the Corn. There we go. That will work. I gotta share it.
Yeah.
Just sitting
I gotta see it too.
Sitting here watching it. Ooh, ooh.
I don't know what's happening.
Every child is afraid of the dark, the unknown, the nightmare. In Gatlin, Nebraska, that nightmare is in the corn. Stephen King's Children of the Corn.
Praise God! Praise the Lord!
From Stephen King, the author of Carrie, The Shining, The Dead Zone, and Christine, an adult nightmare. Children of the Corn.
I'm here, Lord!
Stephen King's Children of the Corn, an adult nightmare. Coming soon from New World Pictures.
I still miss those voiceovers.
I miss the voiceover trailers. However, that was not a great one.
Ew. Not at all.
It was not like, don't get me wrong. I started to feel like kind of pukey while watching it because I was like, oh God, no, the corn. But yeah, I have a feeling I'm going to like it, not from that trailer. That trailer doesn't indicate shit to me.
Yeah. I remember creeping the shit out of me. I hope it still does.
Yeah, I think it'll creep the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be actually scary, but I think it'll definitely be uncomfortable. And I feel like that's the movie's like goal.
Or either that, it's gonna be horrendous.
Also very possible.
Which can be fun in itself.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we are going to go watch Children of the Corn from 1984. And when we come back, we are going to review it.
You heard them. Movie time. Let's all go to the lobby and get ourselves a treat. And then watch a classic kick-ass movie from whenever the one we're about to watch was made.
Yeah, god damn it. Fuck. Every goddamn time. Oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hold on. Okay, I apologize. Hold on one second.
Okay. Oh.
Jesus
Shit, my
Christ.
mic is like mad loud.
All right, there we go. I was not ready today. Jesus Christ. Sat down here on the computer like, I got 15 minutes ago. Realized I didn't even get like the preview done for down here, and oh god.
It's okay.
How's it going?
It's going okay. How you doing?
Good. All right. Did you watch 1984's Children of the Corn?
That I did.
So did I. And since you picked it, I'll try not to show my fingers. I have all girls. Fuck it. The 7-year-old.
I know. I'm trying to see. Is that like a holographic color?
No, she just sucks at it.
No, shut up. No, because it looks like it might be dimensional, like not just a one basic color, basically.
She's like, you promised when you weren't sick you're gonna let me paint your nails. I'm like, fine, go. And I've been washing my hands like crazy to get them off.
That's not gonna work. God bless.
Yeah, no. Children of the Corn. So I was really, really sick. Oh my god. Because we usually do this Friday and here on Sunday. I had a kidney infection, which led to a bladder infection, of course, a urinary infection, and it created some of the most horrific toilet trips I have ever seen in my life. I'll leave it there. But the 7-year-old, she's like, because I'm explaining to my wife what's happening, and it has blood and blood plus. Blood is the least offensive thing in the toilet. And my wife kind of looks like that, like that. And I'm explaining to her, and she's looking at me, and I'm like looking. I'm going, oh my god, a blowjob has never felt so far away in my life. She is gonna need time. She is gonna need some memory loss.
Yes.
But my 7-year-old has now. Because I took a lot. I've been on a very heavy antibiotics. And my 7-year-old, when she overheard us, she's like, I want to see it. And I'm like, no, you don't. She goes, yes, call me. I go, well, I've already been on the antibiotics. It's already just normal pee now, buddy. So she didn't believe me. So every time she goes, don't flush it. And she comes in and she wants to look. And every time I'm going to the bathroom, she's like, you tell me if there's blood in that toilet. I want to go see it. Like,
she's either
weird,
a future like surgeon, or if you're a serial killer.
Yeah.
Could go either way.
All right. So I was feeling better. I watched this yesterday. I'm like, okay, Children of the Corn. It made me feel worse. What a fucking horrific goddamn movie this was. Holy shit.
Can I tell you, look, I will be perfectly honest. It felt like I had like let it, like, when you feel like something's about to happen.
Yeah.
And you feel kind of sick about it.
Yeah.
I had that feeling through the majority of this movie.
This movie had
and then it
atmosphere.
died.
Yeah. This movie had atmosphere.
Yes.
This movie had an incredible, well, like we talked about before, poster.
Yeah.
But it had an incredible not soundtrack, score.
Oh yeah.
That orchestra, creepy
choir thing.
Oh
my God.
That was the scariest thing in this movie.
100%. 100%. Although John Franklin as Isaac.
Yes, he was. Yeah.
Very unnerving.
Yeah.
But I also was very perplexed because I was like, why does Isaac, who's supposed to be a child, why does he look like a middle-aged lesbian? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
So it was a little
Who's
off-putting.
been working for like a long time, who needs a vacation.
And like his voice was I think he was trying to make his voice more childlike.
Yeah.
But it just ended up kind of more masked lesbian. And I was like,
was he when he did this movie?
Like 24.
Oh, God damn.
Yeah, like adultness, like serious adultness.
But no kid could act in the 80s?
I don't know. Maybe it was a whole like lending to the he is immortal kind of thing. Like, oh, Isaac's always been there. Like that was something that was said in the movie. And I was like, is he supposed to be like some sort of demon something? But no, Isaac is it's an enigma. But yeah, no, I was because here's the thing. I was very distracted through the entire thing because I'm like, God, Bert is such a dick.
Yeah, Bert was a dick.
Such a dick. Vicky
was an idiot.
One, a little stupid.
Yeah.
Two, I was like, I am not used to like soft and gentle Linda Hamilton.
No.
I'm not used to delicate Linda Hamilton. And I was like, this is very unnerving. That was part of the unnerving part.
And I kept thinking, God damn, Linda Hamilton, you're lucky Terminator came out in the same year, or your career would not have.
100%. 100%. I was like, you poor thing. This is what you chose to do.
The writing was atrocious, and the kids. I'm like, but I would have been. I'm just thinking, like, how did this happen? I would have smacked the shit out of this goddamn kids.
Well, don't get me wrong. There was poison. There was like scythes. Yeah. Like there was. I understand. They locked the door to the diner. Like when you've got like 6 kids, most of like 3 of them teenagers.
Yeah,
they can take out the few adults who. But there was stuff that I was like, oh God, the FX weren't the greatest.
No, no. I would have just channeled my inner Red Foreman from that 70s show and just went to town.
But it seemed to be building to something. And then when it arrived to the something.
Yeah. When it got there, finally, like,
this is what you're fucking giving me?
This is it.
And I was just mad. I was just so mad.
That some of those reviews that I read where it's a horror movie that you remember being scary as a kid. Yeah. And then you watch it and you're like, huh.
Mm-hmm.
Or the idea of the movie is scary. Yes. The movie itself, not so much. Because I couldn't help being older now, obviously, thinking about there's a fucking bank, there's a co-op, there's a post office. Yeah. You think people from other fucking towns might be delivering some Coke or some milk or some mail, and they haven't figured out this town is like
has been deserted
for years. I'm like, this is so stupid. The one line I'm like, okay, I'm done. Is when the Dr. Bert there is examining the kid that he hit with the car.
Yeah.
And he goes, those are laceration or something along the lines. Yeah. And he goes, he was dead before he stumbled out onto that road. I'm like, what? What the fuck are you talking? How did he stumble out on the road?
But the best part is this guy's a fucking doctor. Yeah. He didn't do one goddamn thing to try to stop the bleeding. I don't even I think he checked a pulse. But I was like, the kid literally ran out in front of your car. You're not checking for anything. No heartbeat, no nothing. I'm like, what the fuck? You're going to be one of the shittiest doctors like ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's a dick.
Like Dr. Jimmy could fucking just poke and see. Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, but he was dead before. No. He was still kind of alive, breathing and walking.
Yeah.
Then you hit him with the car.
Yeah, this movie was something. Okay. Wait, did you watch it on Friday or did you watch it today?
I started watching it on Friday, and then I got your email about your urinary tract troubles. I stopped. I watched it today, restarted it. I was like, all right, because I already wasn't that thrilled. Like the score, haunting, unnerving, creepy. The weird kids in the corn, Malachi. I'm like, all of these kids are like little mini serial killers.
Yeah, or
That's
you hear
weird.
the children's voices when they were getting close to the thing. That was very creepy.
Very creepy. So I was like, there's a lot of creep. But then they introduced us to Vicky and Bert. Yeah. And I'm like, I hate these people. I really hate these people. Kind of hope one of them dies. Spoiler alert, neither of them die. And I'm very disappointed.
Yeah. Yeah, not a lot of killing in this movie.
No, not obvious killing.
No. And at the end, I'm like, and they kind of like we know that, spoiler alert, they kill Isaac, and I'll go over this again, and then I'm like, oh, and he comes back for just a second, and like, why use that? Have him killing kids, and you see kids getting thrown through the
go kill everybody.
And...
No, he only kills one kid. I'm like,
one kid.
Go get everyone, and then it's like he's done. He's gone. Yeah. Everybody else runs away, and then the best part was, I was like, where the fuck are the rest of these children?
Yeah.
There were like 40 of them in the barn. Where are they now?
Yeah, I would have left, just so everyone knows, I would have probably, after I hit that kid, I probably wouldn't even checked it. I probably would have been gone. If not then, when I saw all the corn stalks down the main drive of Main Street and it completely empty, I'm like, yeah, this is weird. I'm gone. I'm out.
Well, look, I've driven through a lot of very, very quiet towns in like a little further north from where I am. I keep wanting to say Northern Ontario, but I'm like, in reality, it's not really Northern Ontario. But it's funny because every time I drive through, there's a lot of farmland.
Oh yeah.
No lights on the highway. It is what it is.
Yeah, you might see the odd light in the house.
Yeah, there might be a light in the house. There might be a light in the barn. Maybe. If you're lucky. There might be one post office, general store, LCBO combo place eventually coming up.
Yeah.
Just the one. But I'm like, I would never stop anywhere along this, because I'm like, this is not where normal people live. We're just going to keep going until we get to like places that are lit.
Yeah.
Where lights are on and
because
people are milling about. If I'm driving through a town that has corn stalks all over the place, I'm getting the fuck out.
Nope. 9 out of 10, they're probably quite friendly. It's that 10th one.
Oh, 100%.
That you got to worry about.
Look, what was his name? The pig farmer guy, Picton?
Oh, Robert Picton.
Yeah, he lived on a farm.
Yeah.
Farms are dangerous.
Yeah.
There you go. Yep. Safety 101.
All right. Well, okay. So we both watched it. Let's go through this movie. It's not a lot here. And really, the plot's quite simple. I mean, it was a short story. I don't know if I read this. I thought I did, but I don't know if I did.
I now want to read this and then watch the 2020 version.
Yeah. Oh, this is the best. When we ranked this was the best ranked out of all 11 Children of the Corn movies. I'm like, oh my God. They get worse. All right.
I'm concerned.
Bert and Vicky, a dysfunctional married couple. Okay, before we get there, it does start off pretty creepy.
Yeah.
The little boy's voice is a little but it adds to the tension and the mood, and then you see that you basically get to see the big scene at the diner with the kids killing. That's not a bad scene.
Well, they come out of church and he's talking about, oh, I'm the only kid there because all the other kids are in the corn with Isaac.
Red flag number one.
Right?
When all your kids start going off into a cornfield to pray with the preacher's kid, yes, that's a red flag.
It's fucking weird. It's fucking weird. So they go in. He gets a strawberry milkshake. His dad's on the phone because his sister has a fever that she came down with real quick. Mom's freaking out. Fever's at 104 now. And then the dad is just like, oh, yeah, really?
Yeah, it's horrible.
I'm like, you do not sound concerned at all.
No.
104 is get that kid to the fucking hospital. What is wrong with you? And they're just like, we're going to put an ice pack on her head and keep her in bed.
Yeah.
Stupid. Anyways, she's coloring or drawing or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the waitress poisons the coffee, starts pouring it out for everybody. And Isaac stands outside the diner like a creepy little fuck. And then other kids come in and lock the door behind them.
Yep.
And then they just pull out weapons and start like stabbing people. And the poor diner owner, I'm assuming he's the diner owner, getting his hand in the like slicer.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That was again, yeah, I was like, ugh.
I was like, oh God. And then this kid has to fucking watch his dad get stabbed multiple times by a bunch of kids.
Why he's drinking a milkshake.
Strawberry milkshake.
Would have been better if he actually was just sucking on the straw as his dad's getting stabbed.
Also, the kid's fucking weird for taking out the straw and like just raw dogging that milkshake with whipped cream and a cherry on. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Who raised you that you eat milkshakes? That like what? Anyways.
Yes. Okay. And so that gives you an idea, and this happened all over town. And it looked like not a huge town, but it looked like a couple thousand, 3,000 people live there. Well, 1,500, I don't know, maybe 1,000.
See, I would say probably that's like a 500 to 1,000 person town. Like it's a small farming community.
Yeah.
So I think the farms take up most of the land, and then it's just literally the people.
Well, there are quite a few shops down Main Street.
That can be misleading.
Yeah. So the kids all kill him.
Yeah.
So then we go to Bert and Vicky, a dysfunctional married couple. They're not married.
No.
Are driving through the rural Nebraska. Actually, she wakes him up. It's his birthday. She gives him a gift, some lighter, after she asks if he ever feels like getting married. He's like, I'm a doctor now. No, thank you.
He's a dick. Yeah, no, he's very commitment phobic. So she gets him a lighter that's like inscripted with his like initials, and there's some weird play on the MD thing. I'm like, oh God, that's a terrible gift.
And then she's
nice lighter.
She's supposed to do this sexy dance with the thing, and I'm like, that's not sexy.
There was nothing sexy about that.
I could do a sexier dance than that.
Nothing. Look, not to toot my own horn.
It was R, and you're Linda Hamilton.
Really?
You know you're in shape because you're doing 2-Minute Terminator the same year. So we know you're in shape.
I was like, girl, you're wearing a nice little like nightgown, and that's the song you choose, first of all. And you sing and dance to that, and then you want him to stay in bed with you?
Yeah.
There is and then
that's why he doesn't want to marry her.
She's got the lock on the door to do not disturb.
Yeah.
And then housekeeping knocks.
Yeah.
And her boyfriend, who I think really hates her, is like, oh, we gotta get going.
I got that impression during like the first 30 minutes. I'm like, I think he's gonna leave her there.
You know what he's doing? He's bringing her to set up his place.
Yeah, and then he's
to be his maid.
Yeah.
Then he's gonna sleep with the nurse.
Yeah.
At his like internship, and then he's gonna leave her for the nurse, and she's not gonna be able to support herself.
No.
Because she's just been working part-time at the Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah. The Piggly Wiggly. Yeah, and already I'm like, the writing is horrendous. My God. Didn't the actors like chime in and say, hey, maybe we should do it this way?
Apparently not.
No.
And it's really annoying because like Peter Horton, smart person. John Franklin, smart person. Linda Hamilton, smart person. They're all very smart people.
Yeah.
Did nobody like raise their hand and be like, yo, I don't think this sounds good?
This sounds stupid. They're driving through rural Nebraska when they accidentally run over a boy with a slit throat and a suitcase containing a crucifix made of corn husk. That was creepy. But before that, we do see the brother and sister, and another kid that doesn't like Isaac. And the older kid, he's like, I'm going to go. When I find some adults, I will send back for you or come back for you or whatever. And they're like, oh, we want to come. And he's like, shh, quiet. Okay, we're going to go. Now be my lookouts. Tell me if anyone's coming. No one's coming. And then they scream, it's Claire. Nobody's coming. I like, they might have ears, you fucking moron.
Literally wrote a note. I'm like, this kid is the worst lookout.
Yeah, horrible. Horrible.
You don't see anyone, but you will because you're screaming at the top of your lungs for this kid to run.
The other kid should have just dropped his suitcase and like shrugged his shoulders, like, the fuck, dude.
But it's funny because that kid just like, Joseph. He just took off at a clean run.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, that's my sign. No, moron.
No.
That's the alarm going off. Everybody's going to come find you and kill you.
And then you hear these running through and the idea is really good. Like you could make a good movie out of this. I don't know now with the internet and smartphones, that'd be a really tough one. But you could make it a period piece. And I would go back to like
you could make
30s
it current.
or 20s.
There are dead zones, cell phone dead zones all over, especially like rural places, because they don't have cell towers out there. So most of it is satellite.
No, I know, but Amazon delivery drivers are going to notice that boxes are piling up in front of doors.
Yeah, but who's ordering shit? Nobody's ordering anything because they're all dead. It's just the orders stop, and then people stop going to that town. And then someone says, Gatlin, that's weird.
The house taxes aren't being paid. The sheriff's not putting in his yearly thing.
Unless it's an incorporated town where they have their own police force. Because that's how a lot of rural America works.
Yeah.
Towns are very, very insular.
Yeah.
Like, especially if it's a part of a very rural community. So they're not reporting to anybody.
But deliveries from companies and stuff would start questioning, unless it falls through the cracks. It's a stretch.
No, see, because here's the thing. A big company, a big distributor, let's say they would deliver Coke twice a week or whatever. They realize it'd probably take them a month to realize they haven't gotten an order from this particular store. So then they would call the store. There would be no answer, or they left a voicemail. Nobody would call back. They'd try one more time. But this is one store buying maybe $1,000's worth of stuff every week. That's $4,000. Meanwhile, the Wally's World down 2 counties is buying $40,000 worth of stuff every week.
Yeah.
They're not going to care about this. It's very easy to get forgotten.
Yeah. Maybe.
You're thinking of you, and if you were still living in this town.
Yeah.
You're not living in this town. This is also old people.
And then I'd be a couple towns down. I'd be like, something's going on at Gatlin.
And then everybody would look at you and be like, where?
I can feel it. Yeah. Where?
Oh, yeah, that town. I used to get a strawberry milkshake there.
Yeah.
I guess the diner closed.
I'm just saying that if they did this for 1920, 1930 or something like that, that would be maybe
might be good, creepy.
Yeah.
But I think you could totally do it like current day.
It'd be a tough one. You'd have to be written smart, especially nowadays, because internet people would rip it apart.
You just have to find the right area.
Yeah.
Either in the US or in Canada.
Yeah.
Where you're like, it's easy to have a forgotten town there.
Yeah.
Where you don't necessarily they built a new highway, so the old highways aren't used as much. There's the beginning.
Yep. All right. So yeah, he runs through the cornfield. Malachi's there with his knife and just stabs the shit out of him.
Fuck you, Malachi.
Then the Bert and Vicky are driving along and they're talking, and then he's not looking, and then when he looks up, there's the kid standing in the he's standing, but I don't know how he's standing. Like is he standing or is he propped up on his suitcase? No,
he runs into the road.
He runs into the road. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay, where are we? So Vicky agreed to report the incident to the police in Gatlin, the nearest town over, and place the body in the car's trunk. She also has a dream. And I didn't realize it was a dream. I'm like, how dumb can you be? He told you to stay in the car. And she gets out of the car. And I'm like, and you see the shadow of Malachi coming. I'm like, you don't see that? It's right behind you, dumb bitch. And then she wakes up from the dream.
Then you're like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Vicky. I didn't mean to insult you.
Yeah. But then I'm like, how did you dream of Malachi when you've never seen him before?
Well, she technically didn't dream of Malachi. She dreamed of a teenager with a very, very large knife.
Yeah, that had red hair and looked a lot.
No, you can see his face.
No, coming through the thing, but when it panned over, it was Malachi.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe she's psychic.
That's what I mean. The writing's horrendous. I could be wrong. Maybe I remember it wrong.
I
but
didn't even. I was like, "Girl, you're about to get killed. Girl, you're. Oh, it's a dream. Oh, okay, cool."
Stay in the car. 2 seconds later, Vicky's getting out of the car. Every time, Vicky, when they arrive, Bert wants to visit a church vaguely familiar to him, while Vicky becomes unnerved by the town. No shit. Actually, first they go by the gas station dude,
Yeah,
the old man, because the kids need gasoline from time to time.
but apparently he has no gas.
Yeah, and he's like, I got no gas, I got no diesel,
got no diesel fuel, and then got no phone. And he says it like it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Why would you expect a business to have a phone? That's stupid. But anyways, he tells them to go to the other town.
Yeah, 19 miles up that away.
Headingdale, something like that. It's 19 miles that way. And they're like, what about Gatlin? Nobody's there.
Yeah.
That
They're
was it.
religious. They don't like people like you.
Yeah, they don't talk to outsiders.
Yeah, you look like you're not married and you fornicate. You're not welcome.
I don't know if the motel room scene says anything. I don't think there's much fornicating happening.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's definitely not Vicky's sexual allure. Bert locks Vicky in the car and proceeds inside the church. Inside, he finds keys and tops of the pipe organ ripped out and its pipe stuffed with corn's husk. Yeah, so Isaac doesn't. We know. I think we know before that because the kids are playing.
Mm-hmm.
There's no playing. There's no music.
There's no games.
It's already the 80s. Or 84. There's no internet or nothing. Now you're taking away music and board games. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing all day?
Yeah, because I think one of the kids says, "Oh, I'll tell him you have a game or whatever," and she's like, "I'll tell him you have a record player." And I was like, "Oh shit, that's right. This is 1984."
1984. I had one of those record players. Not like that, but something like that.
Yeah.
Then I got a tape recorder.
Yeah.
That plays tape cassettes. I'm so happy. Look at I'm being high tech. He also finds a King James Bible with several pages from the New Testament cut out, as well as a record book listing the births and deaths of various people, but realizes that 12 years ago, the children of Gatlin killed the towns. It's not 12 years ago. It's like 4 years ago, wasn't it?
3 years ago.
Yeah. This Wikipedia. Jesus Christ. And no one in the town can live past their 19th birthday. I think that comes much later in the movie.
Yeah. Because that's when we find out. I mean, if you pause the video and read the things, the dates and whatever, and do the math, sure, you can figure that out. But we learn it later.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't prolong the movie if you're watching it.
Don't look too deep. Don't look too deep.
After hearing the car's horn, Bert runs out to find the car surrounded by children and teenagers dressed in Amish-style clothing and armed with farm tools. They destroy the car and drag Vicky out. No, that's not how that works.
That's not how that works.
Bert tries to intervene, but he's distracted, defending himself before realizing Vicky is gone. Okay, whoever wrote this is just as dumb as this movie. No. Then they go on and they're heading to the other town. They get lost in some cornfield and they end up back and they find they see a door close at that yellow house.
Because in theory, they're traveling in the opposite direction from Gatlin, but they keep running into signs that say, because it starts with Gatlin 3 miles, then Gatlin 2 miles. And they're like, "What? Isn't Gatlin back there? That's weird." Gatlin 1 mile. And they're like, "What the hell is happening?" And then all of a sudden they're in the middle of cornfields.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out a way. And Bert's being a dick to Vicky.
Yeah.
Because Vicky's like, "This is not even a road." And he's like, "I know that." And it's like, "Sir, she's just pointing out."
Professor.
She's just pointing out that this is a weird fucking situation.
Professor strips a lot. But I thought the kids...
She's like, "This isn't even a road. Like, what? How did we get here?" Like, that's what she's thinking. He's thinking, "I'm a fucking moron," so he has to take it out on her like a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. Missed the 80s. I don't know if this was part of the kids' plan or if they're trying to get the people into the cornfield to die. They never really...
They're trying to get them back to Gatlin.
Yeah.
Because the little girl whose name I didn't really clock, to be perfectly honest.
Sarah.
She introduced Sarah.
I think so.
Okay, so Sarah. She drew a picture of a yellow car coming into town.
That's right.
And then
Yeah.
Isaac says he had a vision that that these two people have to die.
That's right. Yes. Okay.
So whatever weird demonic force is controlling everybody reroutes them back to Gatlin.
Yeah.
For the kids to kill them.
And just if people are listening, to remember that Malachi catches the two kids playing and takes them to Isaac and shows them some pictures that the little girl was drawing. And he's like, "Oh, you have the gift, my child." The gift of sight or whatever. And he lets them play.
Yep.
And Malachi's all mad because he wanted to kill him. This is not what happens. So they see the yellow house door closed. They go into the yellow house. They find little Sarah, probably not even her name. And they're like, "Hi,
We're
little
gonna run with
girl.
it.
Where's all your parents? In the cornfields. What are they doing there?" And I can't remember what she said.
No,
But
she
after,
literally says like that's where all the grown-ups are.
yeah, and that's why I'd be, "Oh, okay."
And Bert and Vicky are like, "Oh, okay, cool.
"Oh, they must
Maybe
be
they all
working."
work there."
I'm like, "No, that's red flag number 2. Time to get the fuck out of Gatlin." They also in this time, well, she's going to stay with the girl. He's going to go check the church. And they kill the old man and his dog.
First, they kill the dog, which I was so mad about. I was like, why you gotta kill the dog? Why can't you just leave the dog alone?
And the guy's like, "I did what you told me to do. I told them to leave," and they killed him. And they weren't told by Isaac to kill him. This is all Malachi.
Yeah, Malachi's super stabby.
Yeah, just like killing people. And then he hears people. He runs out, and there are some kids looking at his car. And and then he's like, "Get away from here, you fucking corn kids!" And they scatter. He drives back, but Malachi and they have already surrounded the house and gotten Vicky and the little girl and taken her away.
They literally like crawl through windows and doors, and
I'm like, "You're all going to end up at the top of the stairs at the same door. You can go through the same fucking door, you morons." But it kind of look cool. These little weirdo kids with knives and shit running.
It did look cool, but I'm like, there's only one staircase in this house. There's one.
Yeah.
And Vicky is not jumping through a window.
No. Yeah, no. She'll throw that little kid in front of herself.
No, that's you, Jimmy.
For that happen. Oh,
that's
yeah.
You.
I'd like back off, or this little corn cob gets it.
So corn.
Okay, so the burst of death of various people. After hearing the car's horn, Bert runs out to find the car surrounded by children and teenagers dressed in. Okay, I already did that.
Yeah.
They try to get him because Isaac's pissed. And so they try to go, and he gets stabbed, right?
Eventually.
Yeah.
Because first.
Oh, no, they leave the little girl, and he's like, "Little girl, where's my wife or my girlfriend or whatever?" And she's
and they're like,
Isaac took her. Malachi took her.
Yeah. So they're they put on like a crown of flowers or something, but it looks like a crown of thorns.
Yeah.
And they like string her up like a scarecrow. And she's apparently dazed and confused. God bless.
Yeah. She seemed pretty dazed and confused with this whole film.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Anyways.
She's sitting across from the blue man, the police officer who's
still hanging there.
Still hanging there, dead.
Years later. So then he goes looking for her. He runs into, I think it's the entire group. He goes to the cornfield. I think he manages to get his wife down. Yes, he manages to get his wife down from the cross thing. And then he's telling everybody, y'all are a bunch of fucking crazy kids. This is a weird religion. Why would you do this? And then everybody's kind of taking a pause, taking a moment. And then in that point, one of the girls is like, "Nah, fuck this," and stabs him in the chest.
Yeah.
And then he pulls out the knife and he's still fighting back. And then he takes off towards town.
Yeah. He's running all the town. And yeah. Did you watch the South Park one of this?
I did not.
Where it's Cartman's the leader of the children of the corn.
Oh, Jesus.
He's running through town. Outlander. Anyways, they're running through their towns yelling for this guy. The little boy finds Bert and says, "Come with me," and shows this little place where him and his sister live, which his sister is now sitting there.
Yeah.
drawing or something. I don't know. Like
they're hiding in like a bunker.
Yeah, a little bunker place.
Yeah.
And then he kind of gets a little bit more of the story of what's going on. And the blue man, the cop, tried to stop them and stuff, but they caught him and they killed him, and all the parents are dead and blah, blah, blah. This is a horrible plot. The children then chase Bert until he loses them by hiding in an empty cornfield. No, he doesn't. As the sun sets, Bert wanders around until he discovers Vicky's body tied to a cross. Am I reading the right movie?
I think you might be reading the summary of the book.
I think I might be reading the summary of the book. Well, if I am, the movie
is very similar.
They really
just
stuck
a little out of order.
Just a little out of order. I think I was. Okay, so I'll do a quick read here. The film is set in the fictional town of Gatlin, Nebraska, an agricultural community surrounded by huge cornfields. When the corn crop fails one year, the townsfolk turn to prayer and ensure a successful harvest. However, 9-year-old Isaac takes all of Gatlin's children in the cornfield. This would have been a great thing to show before the He Who Walks Behind the Rows. Isaac and his supporters Malachi lead the children in the revolution, murdering all the adults in the town as a human sacrifice. Children's Job and his sister Sarah, I was right, are uninvolved in the sacrifices, having not attended the meetings with the other children. Okay, 3 years later, Vicky and her husband, they got that wrong again, on their way to Seattle. Okay, let's go down here. Sarah is alone in the house. Malachi and his followers capture Vicky and take her to the cornfield, where they place her on a cross to be sacrificed. Bert enters the church, where a congregation of children led by a girl named Rachel, that's right, are performing the cultural birthday ritual for Amos by drinking his blood from a pentagram shape cut on his body. Amos has turned 19, so is considered old enough for his passing, which Amos very generously tells Bert the whole story.
He's excited.
Yeah.
He's thrilled.
Red flag number 3. Joining their God in the cornfield. Rachel stabs Bert, who is rescued by Job. Sorry. Yeah. They hide in a fallout shelter with Sarah. Yeah, I was reading the fucking book. My bad. Isaac scolds Malachi for killing the old man. Dilly? Their only source of fuel. Malachi's like, we got our own fuel from the corn, and he's like, it's not enough, dude. We got like for food and shit. Malachi then, is this when he loses it and takes over?
Yeah, that's when he loses his shit.
Malachi takes over, tired of Isaac's preaching, and orders Isaac to be sacrificed instead of Vicky. Isaac warns the sacrifices him will break their pact with He Who Walks Behind the Rows, and the children will be punished. That night, Bert sneaks into the cornfield to rescue Vicky. This is before they're dragging Vicky around. And
yeah.
Bert's down in the bunker, can't hear shit. So
yeah, that's right. They put a knife to her throat and they like take her around town being like, Bert.
Yeah, they're like, Outlander.
We've got her.
This makes more sense. During Isaac's sacrifice, a supernatural light appears and devours him. This is some cheesy 80s effects, but not.
But it was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. Like even for 1984, it was terrible.
And I remember we were talking about Nightmare on Elm Street only having like $1 million, and this had $3 million. I'm like, what the? Okay. Bert overpowers Malachi and convinces the children to abandon the cult and run. Suddenly, the walking corpse of Isaac returns to punish Malachi. That was kind of cool. Like, he wants you to join us too. And then I'm like, kill them all. Kill all the kids. Just show the cornfield and kids flying in different spots of the cornfield.
Yeah, but like half of the kids are already gone.
Yeah.
Or at least the littler ones.
Yeah, they took off pretty quick.
Yeah.
We're out.
Smart.
Smart little kids. Informing him in a demonic voice that he wants you too. Isaac kills Malachi by choking him and breaking his neck. A storm appears, and Bert and Vicky shelter the children in a barn. Reading from Job's Bible, Vicky realizes that the cornfield must be destroyed by fire in order to stop the false god. This was actually what the cop was trying to do.
Yeah.
Because he had talked to the preacher, but he got stopped by Malachi.
But also, can we point out that like Job shows him the paper that the cop was reading, And he reads it and he's all like, what's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean? Like he's a fucking moron. And then the wife is like, wait, fire. Vicky's like, you fired. You have to kill him by fire.
Yeah.
And he's like, right. I know what they were trying to do. And I was like, dude.
Wait, what if they were trying to kill him by fire?
By fire.
But that's what I said. Shut up, Vicky.
Fucking mansplainer. But yeah. I really hate Bert. Like, I really hate him.
They have to find the connectors for the gasoline and the run in to hook it up to the sprinkler system all through the fields. Bert tosses a Molotov cocktail in the field. The first one didn't go right, and Job had to go back and get it. Then
Bert just watched it lay there.
Yeah.
That's what Bert did.
Yeah. No, Job, don't. You'll be hurt.
Better
him than me.
Come back.
Setting it alight and destroying the demon along with Isaac. Yeah, the whole thing goes up in fire. Yeah, even the demon smile or screaming. That was pretty bad too. Isaac really showed his age when he was that zombie-ish demon thing. Yeah, like, dude, you look like you're 30. The couple return to the car with Job and Sarah to leave Gatlin, but find it disabled. Rachel attacks Bert, the crazy girl from the church.
Mm-hmm.
But Vicky knocks her out. Yeah, she slammed the door right in her head.
Yeah.
And they depart with the children on foot. Yeah, they're just taking the children. Not even going to check on the other children.
Well, it's funny because...
they are little murdering bastards. I'd leave them too.
Well, because Bert's like, how would you feel about staying with us for a couple days?
Yeah.
And then Vicky's like, or a week. And
Bert's
I was like...
No, not a week.
Bert's like, no. I don't think so.
A day.
I'm like, why are the only two adults in this entire town leaving a bunch of children unsupervised?
Yeah.
Who have just been through a traumatic event.
Yeah, she saw what happened. They obviously need some supervision.
Obviously, because they turned into a murderous cult without it. Like, this is pretty straightforward. So yeah, I was like, what the fuck? And then I think Vicky like half cracks a joke. And then all of a sudden the words "the end" pop up on the screen. And I was like,
yeah,
that's it?
Yeah, it actually seemed like they were going to go straight to Seattle. Not report it. Yeah. Not better get to his town, report this shit. This is fucked up.
Hey,
you guys want to come live with? Yeah, abduct a couple children and
leave a murderous cult just to live out their lives the way they want.
Yeah, the one that's knocked out in your car, she's just as crazy as Isaac and Malachi.
Yeah, let's leave her.
Yeah, leave her to round up the other children again.
Yeah, makes total sense.
Come, children, we must all walk with he who walks within wherever the fuck he walks.
Behind the rose?
That's it.
Behind the rose.
The rose of corn.
Ah, the corn.
And that is our movie.
All
right. What is your score?
I'm going to say skip it. No, because here's the thing. Okay, it started out fine. Yeah, sure. I didn't like Bert and Vicky. But I was like, maybe one of them will get killed and redeem this whole really shitty couple thing. But then as it kept going, like, this is one of my biggest pet peeves in life. When a movie starts building towards something, and they're building atmosphere, and they're building, like, a vibe, and you get there, and the story's taking you there. Sometimes the story's not that great, but it's taking you there. And then all of a sudden, they kill that vibe by giving you some bullshit. And this movie did that. Yeah. Like, I was like, ooh, yeah, no, this is uncomfortable. Something big's gonna happen. Something big's gonna happen. Something big's gonna happen. And then when the something big happens, I'm like, this is not that big. It is not creepy. It is not weird. It is not unnerving. It's fucked up. It's shitty, but it's not. It's a letdown. It's a huge letdown, and nobody needs to see this. There's nothing unique about this movie. There's nothing historical about it. There's nothing that I think, well, if you like, these movies, this is the beginning of this. There's none of that. So I think everybody could just skip it.
And if you had to IMDb score it?
Probably 4.5.
4.5?
Because most of the movie feels like it's building towards something. Still not great quality, but it feels like it's building.
Yeah, it does.
and then it just falls off a cliff, and you're like, what the fuck? Who taught the screenwriter and director how to tell a story? Because they failed.
Yeah, miserably.
Yeah. What's your score?
All right. If you remember liking Children of the Corn and you want to keep that memory, skip it. Do not watch this movie. It's not as good as you remember. I promise you. If you're one of the type of people that are watched a bunch of times recently, what the? Okay. No, this was not a good movie. It was not written well. It was not directed well. It had atmosphere. It did have the score was very. It was the scariest thing of the whole movie.
100%.
And it is a movie that you remember liking as a child, being scary, and then you watch it now and you're like, what the fuck? It makes no sense. The characters are dumb, borderline, like, and he's douche.
Such a douche.
Yeah. No, I did not like this movie at all. I say skip it. It's not a good movie. This has to be the worst movie we have watched this year thus far, I think.
I think so. Because here's the thing. I could forgive the bad moviness of this movie while it was building atmosphere and ambiance, and it was building that vibe where it was building towards the crescendo. I was like, I can forgive you the really annoying couple. I can forgive you the shitty writing because you are building atmosphere with the creepy like score and with the weird kids. And I'm like, it's coming. And then it just fell off a cliff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't forgive this.
It's like lighting a Roman candle as a kid. Sometimes your parents or your uncle got a bunch and one goes and you're like, oh, it's gonna go, and it goes,
yeah,
and
exactly.
then nothing happens.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what this movie is.
Yeah, it's exactly what this movie is. My IMDb would be 3, and it's all on the creepy sound, the music.
Yeah, honestly.
And some of the atmosphere, I'd give it a 3 out of 10. This is a horrible movie.
I think it did okay building, and I can forgive a lot of sins when you're building towards something and you're achieving that.
Yeah.
But then when you get to that thing that you're building towards and nothing happens, or it just gets stupid, I'm like, yeah, that's it.
Thanks.
All goodwill is gone.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, assholes.
Fucking waste my time. Thank God it was only an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's a very short movie. I don't even think I think it's just under that too. So thank the
because otherwise I would have lost my mind.
Yeah. So we have 2 skip it's and 4.5 and a 3. So that's Children of the Corn. Yeah, no, you don't have to see this movie, people. It is not as good as you remember it being.
You want to know the terrible thing?
And it wasn't even so bad it was funny. That would have been that would have been great. It was just horrible.
I was debating between Children of the Corn and Village of the Damned, and I picked Children of the Corn.
The new Village of the Damned, like John
No,
Carpenter
the
one,
original.
or the old 50s one?
No, the new one with Reeve.
Reeves? Oh, okay. Yeah. And Chris Alley.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is Kirstie Alley.
That's been a while. That might have been better.
Maybe we do that later. See if it is better than Children. I was like, creepy children. That was my vibe that I was going for. And I was like, Children of the Corn. I remember that being creepy with lots of creepy kids. Kids are creepy. Yeah. Movie shit.
Movie is shit. All right. Anything else you want to add to this fucking dumpster fire? No. All right. Done with it. Well, thank you everybody for coming back to 1984 and going over Children of the Corn with us. And until the next movie we remember liking.
Congratulations. You just had one of your childhood movie memories vindicated. Or they just eviscerated it. I don't know. This is a generic one-size-fits-all type of ending to the podcast. So thank you for listening, and please join Anna and Jimmy next time for another episode of the I Remember Liking That Movie podcast. If you dare to go back and watch that movie you remember liking,